Hey Kiwis, it's Si here. So I've just come out on my latest stealth camp. I've just found a spot. I'm just trying to get in before the cars see me. So, yep, I'm just in here now. I'll show you around. Just going to dump my stuff. So I've managed to find somewhere to dump my stuff. I'm in a tiny piece of woodland. I've got a roadway just behind me, about 20 meters. I have a house and garden 5 meters that way, but I'm in a beautiful spot. It's going to be a bit of a quiet stealth camp. As far as I can see, no one's going to be here, but we shall see. Just need to have a look round and see where I can pop my gear. And I'm going to do a bivy camp tonight, a bivy, and I'm using a new product. I've got this DJM Osmo 6, Mobi 6 or something. I'll put a link in the description below. I'm just trying to work that out, so if my video is all over the place, I apologise. I'm still trying to get used to it, but I wanted to give it a go today. The other thing is I've got a new poncho which I'm going to set up tonight as a over the top of my bivy, just so I've got somewhere to sit in a porch area, and I've also got some camo netting which I may or may not set up. I'll have to see. Anyway, I'm going to bring you back in a second. I'll show you around where I am. This is where I currently am. It's a beautiful spot. Behind me there is probably where I'm going to pitch, just down there. There's a white picket fence just there, and it goes right the way to this bridge at the end here. So I'm going to head that way now and show you why I'm here. This is where we're headed right now. Ooh. Right. So I'm just on the bridge. Ooh. Roadway's behind me. Starting to rain. Probably going to have to get my bivvy up quite quick. Anyway, let's just show you where I am first, so you can see. This is an historic monument here in Mauku, I believe it is. We're between Pukekohe and Karaka. Karaka is just up the road behind me, which is we're about 10 minutes from where I live. I'm currently standing here in this cemetery, and as you'll see, this was a pioneer and Maori cemetery for during the Maori Wars. There's a few names on there. I will tell you a bit more about the history of this place when I get back to camp, once I've set that up. bivvy out today. So the bivvy's just in here, and I've got a new piece of kit here. Oops. This here is my new poncho. It's a one-wind poncho, and you can extend it over the back of your rucksack if you need to. Comes down below the calves. It's fantastic. It's 2,000mm static water head, or whatever it is that they say, but it's 2,000mm anyway. And so my bivvy's set up, so I've just created a little dry space just sitting on my sit mat, and there's our little buddy Carl, taking it easy. Look, there he is. Hello, Carl. So he's enjoying himself, obviously. So yeah, so I'm going to have a quick wander around and see how bright it is from outside, so I'll bring you back in a second. So there's a couple of boxes, possum and rats. They're trying to get rid of the possums and the rats. It's a New Zealand, this throughout New Zealand, so we need to get rid of them. And I don't know if you can see up there, but where my light is, I'll see if I can zoom in. That's the cemetery just there. So probably need to keep the light down a bit, but we're just going to see what it looks like from about 2 meters, 3 meters away from the camp. So Kiwis, I'm here in the graveyard at the moment, and as you can see, we still got cars coming. So I've got my red light on now, just so we can see this monument. So it says, this is for the Maori War and Pioneer Cemetery. This is a historic cemetery. I have some history on this. I will drop some lines for you in a minute when I get back to camp, but I just wanted to show you around, and so I don't fall over. And just so you know, I don't know if you can see it, but that is my camp there. It's you can hardly see it, but it's dark, and it's about 20 meters over the river away. So I'm going to head back now. Hey Kiwis, it's me. So it's time for a beer, step 2. I've got the Monteith's Black tonight. Carl's sitting down there, enjoying himself. Say hello, Carl. There he is. Hi, boys and girls. So anyway, yep, I'm gonna get some information about where I'm staying. Bring you back in a second. So I'm staying at a little place called Mauku. M-A-U-K-U, I think that's how you pronounce it, Mauku, in South Auckland. It's about 10 k's west of Pukekohe or something like that. I'm actually staying right next to a historical cemetery. Now this cemetery was the stone in the cemetery was erected in 1927 by the New Zealand government to recognise the people that were buried here. The land that I'm on, this was owned by a family, and they've obviously had deaths in the area. There was also an uprising during the Maori War, where there was 150 Maori warriors. They attacked a farmstead, and I believe it's this farmstead, if I remember rightly. They attacked the Maori farmstead initially by shooting all the cows, killing the cows of the landowner, and then there was a church not far away. I think it's Tihihi Pa or Tihihi Stockade or Tihihi Hill or something, and this is where this occurred. But there's apparently a couple of people buried here but I'll show you the stone tomorrow. so you can actually see it again in the light. So that's where I am, but I will find out some more information, and what I might do is I might pop a link to the information in my description, and I may pop some more up on the on YouTube, just up maybe up here, just so you can see a little bit of information about where I've stayed tonight. Hello? 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 Oh. Something's going on. Could have sworn I heard someone just be on the camera there talking, but that's the river down there. Someone not shouting, but someone speaking out and going, hello, hello. Strange, very strange. And the other strange thing is that this torch that I've got was fully charged today, and I made sure it was fully charged, and my Olight O bulb, which you can see, and my phone. But I've had to plug my Olight O bulb in and my phone is now on 61%, where it was on 40% a minute ago, and the Olight O bulb was flashing because it was flat. But I've charged these up for the camp, so I need to probably have a look at what's going on with my electrics at the moment, because like I say, this little torch was charged up. It's got about 30 odd hours worth of charge in it, but I don't understand why it's not working properly. It's flashing red to say that it needs charging. Well, I'll have to do that in a minute. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna finish the rest of my drink, and I will bring you back when I start cooking my meal, which, by the way, is another vegetarian dish tonight. Something quick, something simple, and I'll bring you back shortly. Cheers. Hello? Hello? That's a bit strange, Kiwis. Again, I heard someone say hello. Strange, coming from over there. It's probably just the bloody water. I have no idea what's going on here. Like I say, it's such a busy road at the back, so anyone coming in, they would need a torch because it's pitch black out there. I mean, let me just cover that, and I'll turn you around so you can see, but I'll just flip the camera. Oh. Right, so that's what, if I cover my light, that's what you see. Nothing. It's pitch black out there. I have no idea what's going on at the minute, but that's okay. I'll bring you back when I start cooking. It's now 8 o'clock, so it is dinner time. So I've bought myself a new cooking system, the Campmates system here. Now, the Campmates system comes with a lid, horrible old plastic cup. And a new burner. So what I'm going to do is I'll screw the gas on, And let's see how this goes today. Try this out. Hello? Okay, there it is. Oh, and that fits and slots into there like that. I think that will probably be enough. And we have deli dal makhani. So let's get this started, shall we? Turn the gas on. Should probably take that off for a minute. Let's find the gas. Oh, there it is. The igniter. Oh. There we go. Okay, now 3 to 5 minutes and that should be done, I hope. Kiwis, I bought this at Kmart. It's Campmaster. Obviously this is the first time I've used it. It seems quite good at the moment. The lid's, yeah, it's getting quite hot. Hopefully that's alright. I mean, I'm not sure about the cup. It is a plastic cup, but I suppose it will do. I could probably pour my food into that and eat out like it's more of a bowl. Anyway, as you can see, it's boiling quite well. It's only been boiling for 4 minutes. So I might take that off now and just see how the food's gone. So that's quite hot. Get that out of the water. Ooh. Just spin you around. So there's the food. Wow, it's piping hot. Brilliant. Let's open it up. Oh God, it's hot. It's so hot, it's great. So, put that there. It smells good. I don't know, you're not going to see this, but I'm going to put it into this plastic bowl and see how that works, because that's about all it's good for, I think. The bowl, I meant. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a second. Okay, that looks pretty good, eh? Beans, lentils. Looks good, so I'm going to tuck into that and let you know how it goes. So, camping Kiwis, got me food, got me dal. Just going to give it a whirl. Yeah, it's lovely. A little hot, but it's okay. Oh. It's really strange. It's really strange tonight because everything that I've brought, my old light-o bulb, my cell phone, and now my new DJM gimbal, has all gone flat. And that little torch has all suddenly just gone flat as a pancake. Nothing's working. It needs to charge. So I've got my power bank charging my phone whilst I'm doing the videos, and my light, so I can continue to do videos. Otherwise I'll have nothing to do. It'll be pitch black and I'll just be sitting here talking to you in the dark. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on and what these weird noises are or anything like that. It could be from the houses opposite that I'm hearing these noises, or the road, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back up the bank there, back to my camp, and I'm going to I might jump into my sleeping bag and chill out for a bit. So I'll bring you back shortly. Hey Kiwis, so it's now 9:05 and I've retired to the Bivi. Now got the poncho up and it's just started raining again, so that might be why there's that might be why there's so much noise coming from the stream. I can't hear anyone talking, but I don't know if I'm picking it up on the camera, but I'm pretty sure I've just heard gunshots, like lots of them, not like one or two just like a farmer would, but lots of gunshots, like several, like a whole barrage. When I was in the military it sounded just like a platoon. I think we might be getting the thunderstorm. That might be what I'm hearing. I don't know if I'm picking it up. Oh well, we'll see. Hey Kiwis, it's 3:30. It's been a broken night. Been quite cold, chilly, but not bad, not bad. Still can hear. There's something wrong with me. I can still hear people talking. Sounds like it's like 3 people. It's like muffled voices, like someone saying that they're just trying to keep their voice down so they're not heard, but they're talking amongst themselves. It's strange. It's funny how it's funny how your mind plays tricks on you when you're in places like this. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to sleep, and I'll bring you back in the morning. See you later, Kiwis. Bye. Morning, Kiwis. Yep, it's time to get up by the looks of it. Sun's just trying to poke its way through the tree line. I think it's about 5 to 7 in the morning. So after 3 o'clock, there was 3:30. They've gone really quiet again. It's been the road's quite noisy. Big trucks driving down the road wakes you up quite a bit when they rattle over the bridge over the river. But yeah, apart from that, it was quite a chilly night, but it was good. Yeah. And there's my little cam. You can just see the mat I sat on and the edge of the bivvy. Zoom in a bit. And I've got the camera net round there, so you can't see the actual bivvy itself. Just looks like a pile of trees there, which is quite well done. Right, Kiwis, it's time to go now. So I need to pack this up. I'll get this packed away and I'll bring you back as soon as it's sorted. We'll take you over to the cemetery for one last look round, and then we can make a move. It's getting light, so I better get a move on. Catch you soon. And just like that, the camp's gone. The bag's there. There's a dry spot where I slept last night, but other than that, there's no trace of me being here apart from the ground being a bit squashed. So I'm going to get out of here now. I'm going to take you back to the cemetery. The sun's starting to break through the clouds, so it might be nice up there. And I need to ring my ride. That was our campsite right in the centre of the screen last night. And I'll just slowly turn you around so you can see where we were. And this is the cemetery that we were staying right next to. I'll give you another look in here. Alright. Hey Kiwis, so I'm here at the historic cemetery where this stone was erected. This is the ground, the burial site of all of these people on the headstone, including Mr. Speedy, the landowner's year-and-a-half-old son. Now, during the Maori Wars, around 1850s, 1860s or so, and so on, there was a lot of conflict in this area, obviously over land rights. So this land here, as you could see from my images this morning, is quite would have been quite wooded with New Zealand forest, just like what's behind me here. Let's see if I can get some of that in. So it would have been ponga and manuka and things like that. Excuse me. But it was quite tough terrain, but the Maori knew it well. Mr. Speedy was clearing his land for arable farming and for cows and things like that. And it looks like Major Speedy was drifting. Major Speedy looks like he was built this 7-roomed house they called the Grange. During this time, there was a little bit of conflict between the Maori, the local Maori, about 150. They were heard shooting, lots and lots of shooting with muskets, and they couldn't figure out why. And what it was one of Richard Worthington was on patrol with the militia, and they were shooting the cows on Mr. Speedy's land, killing all the cows. So what happened was he reported back to his superior, who was away getting the pay in Drury at the time, and a decision was made without the senior officer to take 50 men and try and stop this incursion. Unfortunately, it turned out quite bad for both sides. The militia lost 3-4 people as they were pulling back to the church, which was the stronghold at the time. And then obviously from there, the 100 Maori came close. They ended up with this terrain. Shooting was a bit difficult because there was so much cover, so they had to go hand to hand, and the Maori came out with their long-handed tomahawks and dispatched a few of the men, of one of those men being Private Worthington of the Manuka Forest Rifles, because obviously this was a forest at the time. So yeah, so this is where I camped last night. I'll put some more details just up on one side or the other, or some links to the history if anybody is interested. I certainly found it very interesting when I was reading up, looking for this place. Anyway, Kiwis, I'm going to leave you to it for today. Thank you for joining me. Please hit the like, the subscribe, or make a comment. And we'll see you on the next one.